Hey everybody, Renegade 67 and/or 8 here with some more Let's Play Stream Fate Stay Night of the blind variety. So last time, yes, we were unsure if Shinji was evil. I was on the fence, maybe Shinji wasn't fully evil. He seems pretty fully evil. Yeah, so he set up the Blood Crest thing. He's trying to eat the school, but he wasn't doing it for the purpose Tosaka thought. He was doing it for blackmail and negotiation, it seems, first and foremost, to keep himself in check, because he can play on the morality of people like Tosaka, whereas he does not have as much morality, so if they try to do anything to him, he can snap his fingers and everybody in the school dies. Tosaka said that it was going to happen on a certain date because she thought that someone was building up to, eat all their souls. Like, that's the thing. Tosaka thought someone was going to take the souls and store them somewhere and consume them. But I don't think Shinji ever planned to consume the souls. He's going to waste all the resources. He just, is going to... the idea was threatening to kill everybody. So I think his idea was to threaten to kill everybody to keep Tosaka from harming him, or possibly get her to do things for him. However, he seems to have flipped the switch early. In order to catch Tosaka off guard as she was prepping for, the eventual date, most likely, whereas he's activated early, which means they're not dying instantly. It's going to take some time. It's a slow burn, which is even worse. It means that they suffer before they die. But, also it gives him a chance to gloat in front of Shiro, who he has a massive inferiority complex with, because both for Rin Tosaka and his sister Sakura, I think he wants to believe himself better than Shiro. He is smarter than Shiro. He's way smarter, no denying that. Yet he sees that they prefer him and doesn't like that, I think. And so he's flipping the switch early and kind of killing his negotiating power for the sake of gloating. I think he's very much leading towards a potential hoisting himself by his own Picard. But I don't think we're going to get there just yet. For now, I think Shiro's pretty fucked. Because the situation we're in right now, everybody's dying, including Shiro. And if Shiro wants to do the hero thing, which his character's been building up to, the very idealistic thing to try to save everyone, he's going to die. So, unless someone comes in to save us, like Tosaka, for example, or, I don't know, Lancer, he should be around in theory, right? I don't know. Or Ilya, maybe. I mean, unless someone comes in to save us, we're gonna die. And if someone does come in to save us, we're gonna get mad at them because they would have saved us and not saved the rest of the school, most likely. It's possible we can stop this from going all the way through and that everyone else can be saved, but I think it's unlikely. You see, if everyone dies, that's going to make the happy-go-lucky life we've had so far completely shattered, which I would like, because that would be a very, that would mean the status quo would have to die, and we'd have to go into new directions. We'd have to start getting darker. So I kind of hope it's true that, most people in the school just die, as dark as that is. Even if this is only something that happens in a certain pathway, and other pathways maybe they keep living, I hope we are fixed on this, so that the status quo can really be shattered. The only trump card Shiro seems to have is his 3 command spells. That, and, the fact that, he's surrounded by beautiful women that seem to like him. Like, Rin, and Saber, and Ilya. But anyways, I shouldn't call for something like that, and I don't even want to. That Fujimura kept clinging to me, and it got annoying, so I kicked her, and she ended up not moving at all. In that state, I think she'll die first. Dash, 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 dash. I've switched over completely. Tosaka said something about pushing a switch in my head, but it's not like that. Oh, pushing the switch to activate your magic? Are you going to use a magic? Is Shiro finally going to use a magic? Clang. A hammer strikes in my head and the inside of my body completely changes. Oh shit, did Shiro just enter Berserker mode? Is he becoming the archer that he was always meant to be? Hashtag Shiro is archer. Oh gosh, Shiro's getting epic. This is your last warning. Stop the boundary field, Shinji. Oh shoot, his magic activated, and now he's all serious. And now he's gonna be like, oh Shinji, I'm not gonna try to stupidly... Oh, is he gonna be smart? He's not gonna stupidly try to save everyone. He's gonna take advantage of Shinji's cowardice, assuming he understands that, and be like, if you don't stop the boundary field, I'll kill your ass. And you're a little chicken shit afraid of death, aren't you? Possibly. That might be one way Shiro can actually reverse this situation, which would be pretty cool. And the first time I think Shiro would have done something, kind of smart. And of all times, this would be the time to do it. This is where it matters. This is your last warning. Stop the boundary field, Shinji.
わからないやつだね。お前に頼まれれば頼まれるほど止めたくなんてなくなる。そんなに気に食わないんなら力ずくでやってみろよ、エミヤ。
You don't get it, do you? The more you ask me, the less I feel like stopping the boundary field. If you dislike it so much, why don't you stop me by force? I think that's starting to become his idea. Don't test him. Or will you test him? Who will win in this fight? As long as Ryder doesn't get involved, it'll be fair, I guess, maybe. Would Ryder get involved? She's supposed to be good according to her status, so I don't fucking know. I see, then it's simple. Oh shoot, Shiro's sounding kinda cool now. Oh boy, he's finally gonna punch his best friend in the face. I don't think we're friends anymore, by the by, Shinji. Sorry, our friendship is over. So basically, I need to stop him before I can stop this boundary field. You gotta punch him in the schnoz so hard that he reverses it or something. Punch him through time and space. Falcon punch, let's go. My body leaps. Oh gosh, fighting time. We're doing fighting. It's a cool fighting fight. My body is burning like a fire. Oh, okay, that's funny because your hair is on fire. And you almost died in the fire. There's less than 20 meters between me and Shinji. Math! For me right now, that will only take an instant. My body is full of energy vastly higher than when I have a magic circuit inserted in me. That's right, he's supposed to be kind of drained right now because of the whole magic drugs magicking him up, so he's supposed to not even be that strong at the moment, but his shonen powers activate. Well, it's because of all the training he's done, doing it the stupid way, trying to, nearly killing himself each time to activate his magic circuit. I think it's trained his body to get used to this, which is why he's so quickly. It's not just shonen powers, there's a reason for it. But my body is full of energy vastly higher than when I have a magic circuit inserted in me. You really are stupid! Oh gosh, what is that? The shadow wiggles. Wiggles? What shadow? Was he never really here? Was it all a projection? Because Shinji's a coward, which seems to be, more and more being asserted. The shadow settled in the corner of the hallway starts to take form and move. Uh-oh! A sharp edge made of black. If this is Ryder, we're fucked. We can't fight a servant. I don't care what you think, Shiro. You can't fight a servant. Like a guillotine to cut anything that approaches Shinji. As in Ryder. So Ryder's going to act as his defense. He might not be actively helping Shinji, but no, in fact, that would probably be the exact thing Shinji would have Ryder do. Just protect Shinji at all costs, because he's cowardly. Also, where's your fucking mount, Ryder? Unless you want to get sexual and say that your mount is Shinji, but I don't think you're going to get that sexual. Where's your actual mount? How are you a Ryder? Dang it. I don't know what kind of magic it is. There are 3 shadows. Shadow clone jutsu! With that number... There's no need to stop. I can't block it myself. Oh, fuck. Choices in the middle of battle. Hold on, what? Mid-battle choice. This is new. Oh, gosh. With that number of shadows, there's no need to stop. I can't block it myself. Block it? Oh, there's an attack? No, you can't hesitate. You can't hesitate. Yes, you're supposed to run away. Like, I don't know. You're supposed to run away, but in this situation, we can't really run away. We have to get him, right? But it's like, it's a shadow attack. But it could kill us. But if Ryder's around, she's just gonna fucking kill us anyways. We can't hesitate. If this is just Shinji, we gotta plow through and kill him. If we give him an edge, he's the cowardly type. This is exactly what he'd want to do. Persuade us away from getting to him. But if we actually get to him, we fuck him up. There's no need to stop. Fuck him up! There's no need to stop. No matter how strong it may be, it's useless if it can't hit me. I mean, that's not the logic I was using, but sure. The 3 sharp edges approach me. Oh, shoot. You're the stupid one, Shinji. I would debate that, but okay, sure. An attack like this is easily avoidable compared to Saber's attack. Oh, the training mattered. Yay. He's gotten good at dodging Saber, even though Saber's super overpowered, and he's never going to maybe he wouldn't be able to match up to Ryder. He can match up to Shinji, no problem. So this definitely does help, even if Saber's training doesn't really help him fight other servants, it'll at least help him fight other masters, which I think was the important part anyways. What? I passed through the opening between the 3 shadows. Take that, Shinji. I've been training and stuff. I felt no threat in the shadows. There's no problem. Yeah, okay, it seems like Ryder isn't here. I think she's staying out of this because she thinks it's gross. Possibly. We'll see. We'll see if she doesn't show up when the time is right. The time is right being I kill his ass. But obviously Shiro won't actually kill him though because he's a pussy. But anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. Saber has taught me that if it doesn't make me sense death, I should not hesitate. Instincts. That's not terrible. I mean, I don't know how you... I mean, I've never been into the thick of a fight, so I don't know if I can, you know, what it's like to sense death. But I'll believe that that's a thing that can happen. Shinji was lying when he said he couldn't do any magic. Oh, yeah, I suppose. He said that he only... I mean, he said that he didn't have, you know, strong magic, but I don't know if he ever made it clear that he couldn't do magic, period. But, you know, I wouldn't put it past him to have lied. Shinji! That's my secret. I was too stupid to even realize that you told me that you had no magic, so your plot of making me think that you were weaker than you are didn't work on me because I'm stupid! I close in on him. There's no shadows to protect him. A few more steps. If I close 3 more meters, I can... Oh, is that an act, or are you actually scared for once? Stop, don't come near me! Shinji runs away, like the fucking coward you are. Where's Ryder to bail you out? Is she not here? Maybe she didn't want any part of this gross blood ritual? Or maybe you wanted to do this all yourself. You told Ryder, no, I want to savor this moment against Shiro. Don't get in the way. But I'm actually going to beat your fucking ass and you didn't think this would happen? Because you also have the problem of overestimation. Similar to Rin, which is kind of funny. It's a very different type of overestimation. But you overestimate yourself. And you think, you know, you think you're hot shit, and that Shiro will never measure up. Well, guess what? He's measuring up, bitch! I mean, sure, he's not as smart as you, but, you know, you're the one who... I told him, I said exactly this would happen. Like, Shinji could have easily waited this out and won the fight, because he is definitely smarter than Shiro, but he did the stupid thing, hoisting by his own petard, because he had to gloat. He had to gloat in front of Shiro, and gave Shiro the opportunity to kick his ass. Like a stupid. The instant I reach out to his back... Oh! What? Dash? Do you hesitate because you don't want to actually kill him? I feel a chill run through my whole body, and I quickly withdraw my extended arm. Oh no, what happened? What happened? What happened? Or is it Ryder? Is your Ryder senses tingling? What's going on? Shinji's intelligence is greatly reduced by his character flaws. Shinji is very smart, but he's also, yeah, like... He has to gloat. He has an inferiority complex. He has, you know, he wants everyone to like him. He's super wary of other people, but like there's all kinds of issues with him. But he's definitely smart. But you know that arguably, you know, that's what makes it more interesting. If you're just smart and have no flaws, then it's, you know, not as interesting, and there's less ways to think of where the narrative will go based on flaws. You know. It's not all fun if everybody's just the most smart forever. Oh shoot, something cuts through the air. Is that supposed to be Ryder? Was she about to save him? Was that Shinji's ploy? Or maybe Shinji told Ryder, only show up if I really need you to save me. Or maybe Shinji told Ryder, don't show up at all, and Shinji's gonna get mad at Ryder, and afterwards Shinji will be to Ryder like, I had that under control, you bitch! He seems to have near, like, Rin intelligence, but his flaws make him almost as dumb as Shiro in certain situations. I'd argue Rin's pretty dumb in certain situations, too. But, yeah, sure. A sharp black edge cuts through the space I was in a moment ago. Ellipses! I stop. I don't know where it came from, but in front of me... Oh, fuck. It's a woman in black who makes even the red seem faint. Well, we're fucked. We tried. We tried to fight Shinji. Didn't work. I think this is when we give up. Or use a command spell to summon Saber if, you know, Shiro remembered that those exist. Ugh. My mind stops in fear. You're supposed to be chaotic good, though. Are you really okay with everybody in this fucking school dying of horrible death for Shinji's amusement? I'll be killed. I don't want to think about it, but an image of being brutally killed pops into my head. Oh, like the one that happened with Berserker? You weren't killed that time, though. This is a sense of death that the previous shadows cannot even compare to. Yeah, that was just lame-ass Shinji. This is, you know, a servant, so...
いいぞライダー。遠慮するな。そいつはお前の好きにしていい。
Oh, and there's that hesitation. So that was real fear. It wasn't a trap. Good, Ryder. Don't restrain yourself. You can do what you like with him. Uh-huh. I bet you were playing and handling Shiro all by yourself, and you didn't want Ryder to interfere. But if your life is on the line, sure, Ryder can interfere. I'm actually surprised. I was kind of expecting Shinji to be like, idiot, Ryder, I had it all under control. But I guess he put the survival of himself over his own cockiness for once. Ryder's figure becomes vague. Oh, fuck. Oh, jeez. Beat her before I can, before I get beaten. That's asking to die. Let's see here. Can Shiro fight Ryder? I don't think so. Beat her before I get beaten. I can't match her. In this situation, if I've learned anything, I mean, I already knew this in advance, but if I've learned anything from his interactions with Saber, don't fight a servant unless you super duper get the drop on them. I do not have the drop on them. I would not win this fight. I think this is when we chicken out like a pussy. Or we summon Saber, but like if that's the option, then I wish Shiro would betray that in the choice. Beat her before I get beaten? Not a fucking chance, man. Like, what is her stats again? Hold on. Ryder. Strength is a C. Saber's got a B, but still, like, you know, a C's pretty damn good. Magical energy. She's got super strong magical energy. She doesn't have the best luck, but apparently she's got a good Noble Phantasm. She likely won't waste a Noble Phantasm on Shiro. She's got very good agility, though. Better than Saber's, and I wasn't even able to keep up with Saber. Endurance. Her endurance is bad, but that involves me even hitting her once in the first place. So, yeah, I don't think it... I mean, beat her before I can be beaten sort of plays into the endurance thing, but I don't think I don't think Shiro can do that. I'm going to say that I feel like if you get a drop on her with her low in endurance, then we might be able to get her, but like we aren't in the position to get a drop on her. So I feel like we just be a pussy, right? Because, I don't know, I'm just thinking about the scenarios, and I feel like being a pussy, the only thing I can see is that if we go for it, Ryder might respect us, but Shinji wouldn't fucking respect us. I can't match her. Yeah. If this doesn't end up leading to a death, though, part of me wants to reload that to see if that leads to a Taiga Dojo, but we'll get to that. I retreat instantly. Now is not a good time. I have to regroup and make the boundary field stop after that. Okay. Oh, God! What? What? I mean, I was thinking put up your arms and surrender, Shiro. Like, what was your plan? I retreat instantly. Now is not a good time. I have to regroup and make the boundary field stop. No. Oh my gosh, Shiro. No, you're supposed to throw up your arms and say you retreat. You can't run away. For the same reason attacking her is stupid, trying to run away is stupid. You retreat and hope to God they spare you. That's what you do. You hope to God Shinji, you know, gives you an opening again. I don't know. Nope, it looks like he's just trying to actually retreat, which is a dumb idea. He's not going to get away from Ryder. So, we're forked. Yeah, let's run from the really fast person. Uh-huh. I desperately retreat, not knowing what's going on. Can't you look at the status screen, Shiro? Don't you know she's super fast? Where's her mount, though? She's super fast, but is she fast without her mount? Like, isn't the whole thing of the mount is that it helps you get faster? Or is she her own mount? That doesn't make sense. How are you a rider? What are you riding? My vision turns white from fear. I don't even know what I'm scared of. But I raise my head, still not knowing what's going on, and block my neck. Uh-oh. You don't know what you're scared of? I think you know what you're scared of. It's called death. Death by Ryder. But I picked your scene, Ryder. Remember when I could have just walked away or interacted with Ryder? I chose to interact with you, Ryder. When do we get to have a Ryder moment? Uh-oh, Ryder best waifu? Uh-oh, rip. Zoo! A sharp object is thrust into my arm. Probably a blade. The dull sound that scrapes my bone tells me I'll be killed next. Uh-huh. Okay, looks like we're dead. I run. Stop running and, like, retreat, you idiot. Not retreat, but, like, you know, put up the white flag. Surrender. I don't need enough time to turn my back. I cover only my vitals with my hands and retreat desperately. Are we dead? Are we dead? Okay, we're covering our vitals. Gug. The sound of cutting echoes through the hallway. Oh boy. With an annoying sound, the sharp object cuts my body apart. My vision is blocked by the spray of blood coming out of my body. Thinking Shinji will allow Shiro to surrender. I mean, he's gonna die if he doesn't. He's either has to surrender or use a goddamn command spell to summon Saber, really. So at least if he, you know, surrenders, Shinji may spare him. We don't know. He may spare him to try to, you know, I'll kill you slowly, which might give Shiro an opening. Trying to just fight Ryder out of nowhere with no plan, or even run away expecting to get away with Ryder with no plan. I had sort of a plan when I chose that option, but anyways. My vision is blocked by the spray of blood coming out of my body. Beyond it. Oh, she's kind of hot, though. I think she is the most, I think she is the most, conventionally, to my eyes, she's the easiest on my eyes. She's the most, attractive, female in the lot, just based on, you know, aesthetics. I like the long hair, and, there's some nice shots, and... Spare the person you activated the boundary field early for. He activated it early to gloat to him. He's got to finish his gloating. Assuming he hasn't learned any lessons. Oh man, she's got like a chain weapon with like daggers. Interesting. This looks very assassin-y, I will say. This looks like a very assassin weapon. Are you sure you're not assassin? Are you sure you're a rider? You do not look like a rider. Anyways... Ryder is definitely most attractive of the servants we've seen so far. Some people will take offense to that based on, I know there's a lot of Saber fans, but... I like Saber. But, like, I think, Ryder is the most aesthetically pleasing to me, just of all the females, including, you know, Sakura and Rin and all that. Rin's probably the most aesthetically pleasing to me of the Humies, the regular Humies, but... Anyways... is Ryder coming at me at a speed I can't even see? Haven't you looked at her stats? She's got super good agility. Our assassin seems to be more of a Saber, and she's maybe assassin forced into the Ryder role, I suppose, but then what the fuck is the Ryder role? Like, it's too much shoehorned. Is Ryder coming at me at a speed I can't even see? Our Saber is actually a Ryder. That's actually kind of funny. You know? Because in a way, our Saber is a rider. But she's also a Saber. So, anyways. Like Saber still works as a rider, but she's still a Saber. Assassin still works as a Saber, but he's still kind of an assassin, I guess. Whereas this rider, so far, I've seen no reason to think of her as a rider. But okay. Gug! Every time I get cut, a voice that doesn't seem like my own escapes my mouth. But I still continue desperately to retreat, saving my life from numerous fatal blows. I don't know what I'm doing. My arm is blocking Ryder's dagger. Blocking is a strong word. More like your arm is getting slashed up by it, but okay. My clothes are ripped apart and my flesh as well. But it must still be working as a shield as it desperately blocks the blows coming at my neck, forehead, and heart. And remember, because of your link with Saber, you're gonna have some regenerative healing, but that's only gonna matter if you don't, you know, fully die. Somehow Shiro isn't dead yet, probably because of his regenerative powers, because of his link with Saber, would be my guess. But, yeah, he's probably doing a good job blocking himself as well, but also I think regenerative powers are at play. Force of will is not there. My body reacts to Ryder's blow purely from not wanting to die. I'm already out of breath. I'm only running because I'm being hurried by the presence of death in front of me. I'll just run out of strength, get caught, and die. Exactly. Did you finally realize that? That's why she told me. Who told you what? She told me not to fight against servants and that I would be no match for them. Exactly. Did you really need this to happen for you to realize that? That's why I said not to fight. So you should have just, surrendered. Retreating is still fighting of a sense. Even though I listened to her, why? What am I doing now? I have to catch Shinji quickly and have her move the boundary field, so what am I doing? What are you doing, Ryder? What, you just want her to hurry up and kill him? That's enough. Just kill him now. He won't be able to do anything anyway. Just kill him now. Oh, really? You're willing to end my suffering? Well, that's nice of you. Whereas Ryder was what? Just toying with me? Or do you think... Okay. Does Shinji thinks Ryder's toying with me, but she's actually not because Shiro's regenerative powers are stopping the blows from being too fatal and actually doing good at somewhat blocking them? Or is Ryder actually going easy on me a bit because she feels a bit sorry for me because she's good alignment? Sure, Saber. It seems Shiro is learning to become like a Saber type of fighter, relying on his instinct. That is good, but still not really, gonna help him against the servant too much. Maybe only to live long enough for someone to save him at the last minute. Right, Rin? 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 Archer? Lancer? Berserker? Shinji's voice is filled with triumph. Nodding, Ryder swings her dagger in a large arc. A blow directed at my head. Uh-oh! I cannot dodge it. Okay. All I can do is stop it from hitting a fatal point. Okay. Hey, that's learning from Saber. Saber stopped Lancer's Gaybold from hitting her fatal point. So that's sort of like a smarty thing that you're doing by being smart. Ellipses. The dagger stabs me in my shoulder, right below my collarbone. A loud metallic sound and the clunk of a tongue. The cluck of a tongue? Shinji's tongue? Your tongue? Whose tongue? It sounds giggity. Oh god. Or is it Ryder's tongue? Ooh, that is giggity. Huh? Oh, did she stop herself? She doesn't go through with it because she's good alignment? She's good alignment? Play up to your alignment, damn it! What is this? The end of Ryder's dagger is breaking apart. Did you stop it with your magic jazz hands? Is your magic training making you magic now? This is surprising. I cannot kill him with my dagger. Are you saying that as in you can't because of your morality, or you can't because he's too strong? Because of his connection to Saber and his Wolverine powers as a result? You'd think that Saber would sense this, right? She has to, her power is being expended due to their link, so I would think Saber would sense this happening to some extent. So she might have woken up and have started running to the school, possibly, so she might be able to save me if I can stay away for long enough. Or I could just use a command spell to warp her here, if Shiro remembers how those work. Ryder stops. In the instant that I consider how to make use of that opening, considering is wasting your time. Oh, so you're gonna throw me out the window? Well, what if I survive that too? If he still fucking survives after all this, my god. He's cheating so hard by having Saber's Wolverine powers. In the instant that I consider how to make use of that opening, then die falling. I feel an impact like being hit with a sledgehammer. I'm knocked out the window. Well, I think we're definitely not on the Shinji Ryder are my best friends pathway anymore. We're definitely not on the... I mean, it seemed like we were going to some sort of Ryder thing. Like, I did click on the, investigate, looking more into Ryder, but, like, I guess based on other choices we've made, maybe that's not an option. Maybe going on the Iliab route made it not an option. I don't know. I don't know how much of an option it ever would have been, but, like, we were able to sort of look into Ryder, so I'm not sure how much of an option that is as far as waifus go. But if Saber can be a waifu, why can't Ryder be a waifu, right? I don't know. She's chaotic good. Saber is truly the strongest servant, making her master immortal. I mean, that is a pretty strong servant power. It's okay, beating people up turns them into your friends, right? No. First of all, that's only in shonen anime series. And second of all, You know, there has to be logic to it. We were already friends, first of all. Me and Shinji are already best friends. This is definitely not a thing that would turn us into friends. This is the gritty, realistic Holy Grail War, not some shonen throw sand around ninja stars anime. I only took a roundhouse kick to the stomach. Oh, okay. A roundhouse kick, that means you might have gotten a good shot at her panties. But that blow blows my body away and I'm thrown out the window. It's the 3rd floor. I should die from loss of blood even without anything. So falling from this height should finish me off. It should, but saber regeneration powers. Right? Is that all there is to it? That's still got to drain Saber, though. Like, even, you know, this has to drain Saber to some extent, even if we do live through this, like a freaking miracle. No, I should have died the moment I received the blow that flung me a few dozen meters. I reach out. Maybe I'm not falling yet, or it's just an illusion. My body is still in the air. Why? Which part? Why were you stupid enough to go for Shinji's bait? Or why was he a bad person and you refused to believe he was? Or why did you run away from Ryder and, you know, not surrender? Or why were you not able to do anything good against Shinji? Which part is the why exactly? Or why are you not dead? Maybe the reason why Saber can't even regen her magic because Shiro's taking all of it. I mean, you know, to protect the master, maybe that's, you know, something. But still, getting her to gain her magic points back, her MP back, is we really need to do that, I feel like, you know, because otherwise, especially if we're still early into the game, you know, she's not going to have her powers much longer, I'm afraid. I reach out my arm as if to cling onto something. The sky is red. The school building is throbbing as if it's the stomach of a living thing. Am I? Am you what? Am you what? What am you? Am you all of me? Am you all of me? Going to die overlooking something like this? No, I don't think so. I don't think you're going to die in this situation. If your Wolverine powers have brought you this far, I don't think this is going to kill you. Like this? Like this? Like this? Like this? Am I going to die selfishly, unable to save anyone? Selfishly? Which part was selfish exactly? But I mean, is not saving anyone selfish? You tried to save people just because you failed. Does that make you selfish? It makes you kind of stupid, but it doesn't necessarily make you selfish. Why? I grip my teeth in vain. I cannot beat her. I cannot even be a match. I knew that, but I made a mistake. Which mistake? You've made several. I don't care about the pain in my body. I'm just falling apart from the anger. This is the result of saying I can handle things myself and saying I won't let Saber fight. I mean, yeah. Yeah, didn't you already learn that lesson? Didn't Archer say, like, hey, you know, you're going to have to learn to fight like a shitface sometimes. But you haven't really done that. And you still stupidly fell into Shinji's plan. And you actually have gotten good at fighting against other masters. Saber did help you with that, but you're still nothing against servants. And you were always going to be nothing against servants. And that was so obvious. And you knew it. And like you knew it. But you still wanted to do it because I guess that's what you mean by selfish. In that sense, yeah, you were selfish. But, gosh, saying I won't let Saber fight. I don't know. I just find it hard to take this plot thread seriously because it just seems so obvious to me. But, Dash. I was the stupid one. Yes! Acknowledgement! Yes! I can't save anyone by myself. Yes! That's not always true. Sometimes you can, but in this circumstances you can't. If I really wanted to end this war, there was just one thing to do from the beginning. Which thing? Which thing are we talking about? There's several things you could have done. He said it. Who said it? Which one? If I'm to not fight anybody, not kill anybody, or not let anyone kill. Surprised that he still managed to force Ryder forced to do something besides orthodox stabbing. I don't think that was him. I think that's Saber's Wolverine powers. I think you're giving Shiro too much credit. I mean, maybe part of that was him and his instinct training, sure, but I think it was a combination. I think in both cases it was either Saber's training or Saber's regen powers that got him to this point. Or not let anyone kill. That if I realized I was wrong, I should decide what to correct and what to punish. I mean, sure, but you're realizing that a little too late. The fact that you get to realize this too late and still correct your mistakes is really kind of bullshit in my opinion. Like, this is the kind of thing where in a more cynical show, you making these stupid mistakes up to this point would just mean you're dead, and you had to be smarter about this sooner to not be dead. But you're a lucky son of a jerk in a visual novel about you, so... And so... On my arm, reaching out as if to grab the heavens, is the command spell waiting for my... Oh shit, you're gonna use one! Oh shit, what, to summon Saber? Is this you finally acknowledge... Is this how you're gonna acknowledge that Saber gets to fight? Was this how this whole thing was building up to? Is that, yes, Saber can fight? It just seems so, like, uncommittal. I mean, yes, doing this trains you to be able to be a match for other masters, but, like... I don't know. At least I would want him to commit to the idea of fighting with Saber. Maybe that's where this is going? Because if he just gives up, that would seem like a silly plot thread. But I might like it more if he decides to, like, maybe work with Saber as, like, they fight in tandem, and he but, like, he puts in more effort than the average master would. That might not be terrible, but anyways, it just feels like it took way too long getting to this point. Oh, gosh. Okay, hello. Hello! Command spell. Oh, boy. Oh boy, command spell maybe. Okay. On my arm, reaching out as if the summon the heavens as the command spell waiting for my order. Summon Saber. If I can get Saber to help me. No, I can't use my command spell. Oh my gosh. We still have 3. If we use all 3, we run out of command spells. But we still have all of them. So... I don't think Mr. Superhero Shiro is going to stay on the back lines. Yeah, but he could at least stay, in tandem with Saber instead of just trying to do everything. Let's see here. Summon Saber. If I can get Saber to help me. How's that any fucking different? As in, get Saber to help you without, like, what? By calling her on the phone? Summoning Saber would be a command spell. That might save me. If I can get Saber to help me, what, by calling her on the phone? I mean, I don't know. She could, like, run to you. Would she be able to get there in time? No, I can't use my command spell. Why? I mean, if you don't use your command spell, you're fucked, right? The only exception is if, like, something like Archer or something comes in and saves you at the last instant. But if that doesn't happen, then you're dead. So let's be realistic in this situation and just summon Saber. I mean, it's the smart thing to do. The other options, I don't know. I don't know what I can't use my command spell would lead to. Maybe he miraculously gets saved and keeps all 3 command spells, but that's banking on too much hope. So let's be in universe, in character. I don't want to die. Let's be the smartest we can be. I can just imagine Shiro falling, and he's just taking his phone out and waiting for Saber to pick up. I mean, yeah, it's like, I could use my command spell, but, Wi-Fi. Do I have all my bars? Summon Saber. Please come! Freaking waste of a command spell. I said this would be a waste of a goddamn command spell. I said it. Don't go there, Shinji. Sorry, don't go there, Shiro. Shinji's doing a trap. Shiro, you're just gonna walk into the trap. And I said, it's good that you have all 3 command spells. It's good that you have them as a resource to use, but don't waste them by being stupid. You only have to use one because you've been stupid. You should have brought Saber with you in the first place. Therefore, this is a waste of a goddamn command spell that didn't need to be wasted. But whatever, maybe he's learned his lesson, I guess. Ugh. I don't care about my life. You should! You should! But only to stop the cause of this.
Saber!
I need a saber coming out at the end of the night. I need a lifesaver. No, I don't need to come. Saber! With all my might, I call for my sword. Oh! Come to me, waifu saber. A command spell disappears. And at the same moment, a winding occurs in space. It's like his stupid actions have consequences or something. I mean, yeah, but, like, I guess. But, like, they don't have enough consequences. He should just be fucking dead. The fact that he's not even dead is lucky as hell. The fact that he gets a chance to reflect on his consequences is kind of bullshit. But anyways, if this was Game of Thrones, he'd be dead. It must have been sorcery. Oh shoot, there she is. Here she comes. She's got, ooh, she looks determined too. With that green eye, and she's all like, oh man. Because Saber in her silver armor shoots forth from it, as if breaking through the ripple in space, and she's ready. It's like she knows immediately. She's like, oh yeah, I've been summoned. It's time. Let's do it. You finally get to fight someone, Saber. Kill Shinji, stupid ass, like we should have before. Let's get down to 6 people in this race already. Take Ryder out of the running. How many jokes can I make up at Ryder's expense? Gah! I fall to the ground on my back. Oh, I should have told Saber to, actually help me with the landing first, but okay, fine. My breath stops. My organs will explode from the impact. A few of my ribs must have broken or at least cracked. Also, I swear, Saber looked really pasty in that image just there. It might have just been her determined expression, but she looked pasty. I think that's because she is already extraining a lot of effort subconsciously because of Shiro's regeneration, if I understand correctly, because I'm pretty sure Shiro regenerating still has a strain on her, I think, but I don't know. But still, my body did not break apart. My body and my bloody arms are still attached.
Shiro.
Yes, Saber. Saber runs towards me. No! I mean, yes, but like, we gotta kill Shinji, and we gotta stop this blood seal somehow. And where's fucking Rin? Forcing my numb arms and legs, I managed to stand and show her I'm alright. I don't have time to explain. You know the situation, right, Saber?
待ってください、シロ。それはわかりますが、その前にあなたの体を。
Hold on, Shiro. I understand, but first your body needs to. You do understand? How much do you understand? Did my command spell tell you what's going on? That's convenient. We get to skip exposition. Please go get Ryder. Only you can beat her. I mean, you could have beaten Shinji before. As you are now, maybe, but it's gonna be tough.
いけません。シロの治療が先です。このままではあなたが死ぬ。
No, your treatment comes first. You'll die like this. I mean, that's what we thought last time with Berserker. But then, your silly Wolverine power saved me, so... I mean, that'll probably happen again, right? I mean, maybe it'll take a bit, but I don't think I'm gonna die like this. Unless I'm misunderstanding. That's wrong. There's something that needs to be done before that. Before which? Forget about me, as we have to beat Shinji and Ryder as quickly as possible. I mean, don't forget about you. If you die, then who's gonna beat Shinji and Ryder? Rin and Archer don't seem anywhere to be seen. Nothing takes priority over that. I mean, okay, sure, I think your priorities are slightly mixed up, but okay. It's the hero thing. I have to save them first, save my life second. Even though saving my life would let me save more lives in the future, but whatever. Hero mentality, go!
ですが、それでは。
But that's... Saber's stubbornly worried about my body. I get it. You're worried about me both because... You're worried about me for 2 reasons. A, I'm your master and you need me to live, but also you're worried about me because you like me now and stuff. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Saber, but also... No, it's okay, Ryder's hotter than you. What? How dare you? Now go prove me wrong by beating Ryder. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't happy about it. But we don't have time to argue. If Saber doesn't want to, I'll just have to use my second command spell. That'd be a super fucking waste. Ellipses. My determination must have got through to her. Saber accepts my decision.
わかりました。マスター、指示を。
I understand. Please give me an order, Master. Oh, you're actually going to take my orders and not ignore them, like you did with Assassin. Have you forgotten about that? Sorry, bad timing. Sorry, later. I'll scold you about that again later. Sorry, that really bugged me. Still bugged me. Still really bugged me. Anyways. Defeat Ryder. I'll get Shinji. There's no hesitation in Saber now. She nods silently and runs to the school building like the wind. I run up the stairs. Ryder and Shinji are on the 3rd floor. Oh boy. Do they think I'm dead? Do they know Saber showed up? Ryder probably knows. Ryder probably told Shinji. I can tell from the command spell's reaction that Shinji is still on the 3rd floor. Then he probably knows you're still alive. Oh gosh, here we go, the fight. The instant I get to the 3rd floor, sparks fly out. Indeed. I couldn't see it, but Saber must have seen Ryder attacking from above and deflected her attack. Oh shoot, it's almost like Ryder is kind of an assassin. More of an assassin than Assassin is. Assassin is silly honorableness. You know, this is the game that introduced the ideas of the categories of the 7 masters, and yet they seem to already be breaking the idea of these within the actual game they were introduced in. It seems like they more followed the roles, for the most part, in Fate Zero than they do in Fate Stay Night.
Shiro, Rider はここで倒します。
Shiro, I will defeat Ryder here. Okay, sure.
あなたはライダーのマスターを。
Please take care of Ryder's master. Yeah, okay. She doesn't need to tell me. Saber won't be beaten by Ryder. Saber's the best servant after all. Rom. I've looked at their stats. I mean, you know, Saber for the most part is better than Ryder, so. But also, Saber's running on a limited power supply, lest we forget. She's very bad in endurance battles because the more we have an endurance battle, you know. So hopefully this is not an endurance battle. Hopefully you just win for once, Saber. I mean, you know, you had problems with Lancer, because Lancer did that annoying wound on you. You did survive the Gaybold. You were sort of winning the fight with Lancer, but then the Gaybold, and you know, that hurts you a bit, but you did manage to live through it. Probably why Lancer's in hiding right now, because he's scared of coming out while someone knows his noble phantasm. And then Saber, she almost took out Archer in one blow, so she has a decent track record. But then, you know, the Lancer wound fucked her up, and Berserker continued to fuck her up. So, in this circumstance with Ryder, you know, and then Assassin, right, and then she fought against Assassin and was sort of losing. But that's because I think of her diminished powers, and you know, and Assassin's just super good. So, I don't know, her track record's iffy. She did good against Lancer and good against Archer, but bad against Berserker and bad against Assassin. So this is the tiebreaker. It's like the preconceived roles seem to be matter less in this war, which is dumb, because this is the series that sets it up. Fate Stay Night establishes these roles, so it seems a little silly that they break the roles before, you know, it's like subverting the roles in the thing that you find out the roles even exist. I don't know, it just feels a little odd, but, Ryder does have low endurance, but still, in the long run, Saber doesn't want an endurance battle because she's all constantly losing energy with no way to recharge her battery. Saber won't be beaten by Ryder. That's something I'm sure of from fighting Ryder and knowing even a little about her power. Oh, that's right, because you fought against Saber when she was going all out, and then you fought against Ryder, so you have a different judge of their powers. It's like Krillin from the Dragon Ball Z Abridged, where I have a good sense of people when they kick my ass. I have a good sense of how strong they are. It's that kind of thing, where you get the sense that Saber from kicking your ass better than Ryder kicked your ass is better than Ryder. That's one way to judge power levels. Saber's power vastly exceeds that of Ryder. I'll leave it to you, but don't go too far. It'll all end if I stop Shinji. Debatable, but okay. I pass Saber and run. Ow! Ryder's dagger instantly comes to kill me, and Saber attacks deflected along with Ryder. I run through the hallway. In front of me is Shinji, completely flustered. You weren't ready for this. You didn't think Saber would show up. You weren't ready to lose a fight. Well, guess what? I'll punch you in the fucking schnoz. Punch him in the fucking schnoz. Let's see his bloody nose face when I punch him in the goddamn schnoz. I guess I'm at disadvantage barehanded. What? So you're gonna summon you have a pipe to get out of nowhere? A long object that can serve as a weapon. Like the mop in this locker. Oh shoot, mop out of nowhere. Sure, whatever, fine. Tracing. Okay, sure, out of nowhere. Sure, whatever, fine. Is it gonna work? This apparently never works, right? No, you're tracing. Tracing is just sensing the elements. I pass my magical energy through it as I run. Never mind, the tracing is not just sensing the elements. Tracing is putting your magic through it. I'm wrong. Perhaps I don't have any other thoughts, or I don't have enough energy to do anything else. Sure, let's just strengthen this broom a little bit and fight him with a broom. That works. That's better than nothing. I mean, bare fist would work too. I wanted to punch him in the schnoz. I guess we can broom him in the schnoz. But I strengthen the plastic mop as naturally as breathing. Oh shoot, because you did the practice with Rin. You've gotten good at strengthening. You did a decent amount of practice, and because I decided to stay and not go after Rin, he got even more practice in. That was a smart move, maybe, potentially. If I'd followed Rin, gosh, I wonder where that would have led me, because we haven't seen Rin this whole time. Anyways, there was a mop when he cleaned up his own blood, and I think it was on the same floor when he got killed. Oh yeah, he cleaned up his own blood with the... I forgot about that. Oh, that's funny. Anyways, I strengthened the plastic mop as naturally as breathing. Callback! Yes, the mop and the broom that he cleaned up his blood with. It was all leading up to this moment. The shadow moves. The shadows move. Even though I'm hurt so bad that I don't feel any sluggishness in my body. Gee, maybe because of your Wolverine regenerative powers as a result of being connected to Saber, but sure. And on top of that, I have a weapon now. Yes, the Broom of Awesome. So, broom slash. I don't even need to dodge them now. I smack away all the shadows attacking me using the mop. Pesky shadow knife jutsu. The mop breaks, but that's to be expected from a weapon so hurriedly constructed. And besides, there's no need for anything like that when I'm this close. Shinji! I love that reaction. The cowardice finally coming to a head. This is so good. This is so good. Yes. I punch him straight on. Yes! Finally punch this asshole out. Ugh. So good. My slashed arm hurts so much that it almost knocks me unconscious. That's great. I punch Shinji in the stomach and drive him against the wall. No, not the stomach. In the nose. Right in the fucking nose. You! Ooh, that frightened expression. You cowardly cowardice. You and your Picard. You and your gloating. Even though you had the upper hand, you just had to gloat. Well, now I'm gonna freaking, punch and punch and punch some more. This punch is for when you abused Sakura that one time. This is for that weird thought that you might have raped Sakura. This punch is for that time when you hit on Rin. This punch is when you tried to get me to turn against Rin. This punch is when you tried to, I think, throw a knife at me out of the shadows during the assassin battle. I think that was you. If not, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna punch you again anyways. Punch! Shinji reaches out to fling my arms off. I kick his arms away without hesitation. You kick his arm? Are you on top of him now? Oh, interesting. Even I can't control myself. Oh shoot, the anger's finally come out. That's right. Of all times, this is okay. This is when it's okay to let your anger flow. I take the arm that I kicked and ram it against the wall and break it. Did you really break it? You really break Shinji's arm? Oh, that's great. Finally, the kid violence I've been waiting for. The grotesque kid violence is here. I'm a little sick, I'm sorry. Said Shinji. Oh man, that sounds painful. Oh gosh, is Shinji gonna be first blood? Is he the first casualty of this Grail war? It might be fitting. We haven't even seen all the masters yet, but that's okay. Shinji the little shit. I can't hear Shinji scream too clearly. I'm too focused on kicking his ass. And what's Ryder doing? Is she too preoccupied with Saber to do anything? Does she care? Angry red boy. Dash. Crap. I'll faint if I let my guard down. I have to hurry while my body can still move. Oh, that's right. We're on a time limit. Yeah, we're kicking his ass easily because he's a little shit. But at the same time, we're so hurt from Ryder's earlier slashes that it's made it more of an even fight now. So I like the narrative progression of how this worked, of Ryder kicking our ass so that it's sort of a more even fight as opposed to us just beating down Shinji immediately if we had brought Saber. So yes, he was stupid coming here alone, falling for the bait. But his stupidity led to a good narrative fight, which, makes it better. But anyways... Do you see the fact that he's wobbling, or are you too stupid to notice that in this moment of uncertainty and cowardice? I grab Shinji's hair and push up against the wall. Scream like a bitch later. Stop the boundary field right now, Shinji. Who are you kidding? Who would listen to your... Oh, do I need to break another arm then? I take my other arm and grab his throat. Oh, okay, no. You gotta do this slowly, man. You broke one arm, break the other arm. That's what you do. Break one arm, then the other, then break his legs. Eventually he'll give. You go for the throat last. Going through it this early, I think, is the wrong move. But no, to be fair, you don't have much time because you're gonna pass out soon. Fair point. Drips. The blood soaked into my clothes stains Shinji's body. Oh, boy. His voice sounds a little too calm considering how injured he's supposed to be. Anyways, bad voice direction aside, then I'll just kill you before the boundary field. I don't care which it is. Make up your mind quickly. Either you die or the boundary field dies. How's that for some blackmail? I put power into the hand grabbing his throat. It must be because of the magical energy flowing through my body. I feel like I'd be able to break this neck. Oh boy, well don't do it too soon. Give him a chance to actually stop the boundary field first. That's the real goal here, remember the real goal. Don't get caught up in your anger. I said, oh yes, embrace the anger, but in this instance, maybe hold back just a little bit. Seems to be the cold anger type, unlike Rin, which is hot. Yeah, Rin gets angry easily. Shin doesn't, he keeps it in, but once he gets angry, Shiro gets really angry, so,
データラメだ。お前にそんなことできるもんか。それに僕はまだ誰も殺してないぞ。ただみんなから少しだけ命を分けてもらっただけ。
What are you saying? You're lying. You wouldn't be able to do that. And I haven't killed anyone yet. I just had everyone share their life with. Share their life with? What are you getting at? Share their life with who? What are you talking about? Where's this coming from? Share their life? With you? With Ryder? Are you giving life force to someone? You're able to actually control it in that way? I thought controlling their life force is extremely hard. It's something that only a servant should be able to do. But you're saying you're able to do it? What the hell's going on, Shinji? Explain.
わかった。じゃあな、シンジ。
What? No, Shinji, explain. This seems like complicated stuff. You had everyone share their life force. No, Shiro, don't be so stupid. You're too stupid to realize that this is complicated and that this is, is an important plot point. And you're going to ignore the plot point because you kill him just now. No, Shinji, tell me what's going on. Explain the plot. What is the Holy Grail? Okay, Shinji, is this how he dies? Okay, bye, Shinji. I tighten my grip. Oh my god! Is this how we get rid of Ryder? We know so little about her. I guess on this pathway. I'm sure this, the game has multiple pathways and all that, so I'm sure we learn more about them later. But in this pathway, I think this is it. I think Shinji's done for. There's no hesitation. I did want the child murder, and I am enjoying this. Just a little sympathy. Just a little. It's because Shinji wasn't taught the basic rules of magic. That there's no problem with killing other magi.
待ってくれ、分かった。僕の負けだ、エミヤ。結界はすぐに止めるから。
That's bad voice direction. If you're getting choked, you shouldn't talk like that. There's a clear way you talk when you're getting choked. But anyways, hold on. All right, I lose. I'll stop the boundary field right now, please. Ellipses. Oh, is this it? Is he not dead? I thought for sure he was dead. With that cool line of bye, Shinji. Will you stop the boundary field? Will you really? This is all a ploy. Don't fall for it. Kill his ass, damn it. Kill his ass. Shiro, you're committed. Kill your damn best friend already. I loosened my grip on his throat. No, that's fair. No, I got carried away. It's true. Your first priority should be stopping this blood seal if you can. Still, though, be careful. Be careful that you don't give Shinji a chance to turn this around. Be very careful, because you don't know what he's gonna do.
くそ、バカ力出しやがって。おい、ライダー、ブラッドフォードを止めろ。
Blood photo. Damn it. Hey, Ryder, stop your blood fort. Okay. So it's Ryder's blood fort. She set it up, which means she's a very good caster. So this Ryder is a good caster and seems like a decent assassin. In what way is she a fucking Ryder? Her magic stat's high, right? Hold on. Oh, wait, wrong thing. Status. Yeah, Ryder does, it's B magic, not A magic. Still pretty good magic, so okay. That's fair. I could see her setting this whole thing up. But, man, Shinji giving in that easily. Here I thought the status quo was really going to shift. I mean, it is shifting. It's inevitably shifting with this action. But I really thought it was going to shift with, possibly everybody dying. Maybe there is a route where everyone dies in the school and the game continues, and that's dark, but I guess we're not on that route. And hey, look, we managed to stop this blood seal thing. Rin didn't. What were you doing this whole time, Rin? I'm sure she's doing something. She's probably caught up in a fight with Lancer or Assassin or Ilya or something, or maybe Caster, who we've never seen. I'm sure she's busy in some way like that, but... No more best friend Shinji. I mean, yep. Stop your blood fort! Also, I've seen some of you people in chat calling it the blood fort until now, and I'm like, where are you getting that name from? I just think of it as the blood crest thing, but he just threw out the name blood fort. So you guys were saying blood fort before anyone in game said blood fort, just so you know. Anyways.
マスターの命が危ないんだぞ
Your master's life is in danger! Uh-huh. Well, I guess this is one way to go about it. Interesting. Where are we going to go from here? Even if Shinji does take down the blood fort, what now? Is he going to beg for his life in front of Shiro? Shiro letting Shinji live would be stupid at this point. But Shiro is a nice person, so... I mean, he's nice, but he also said he won't hold back if he thinks the other person's an asshole, so... Then again, if Shinji really does turn down the blood fort, then the nice thing to do would be to assume Shinji's actually turned over a new leaf, or at least, you know, be like, oh, well, you turned down the blood fort, so I'll be fair and not kill you. But, anyways, your master's life is in danger. Dash, dash, dash. Clearly we beat them, so best friend time. I don't think so. There's no response from Ryder. What, is she dead? Did Saber already kill her? Or is Ryder okay with Shinji's death? But Saber takes a step back from Ryder with those words. Oh, so Saber listens to Shinji's words. Because, interesting. So Saber puts, that's the good thing to do. Saber puts the survival of everyone in this school above just beating Shinji. Ryder lowers her dagger and moves her lips slightly. Oh, shoot. What are you gonna say, Miss Chaotic Good? Why would you have set this up in the first place if you're chaotic good? This is not a good thing. I don't know. Maybe, Shinji ordered her to do it with a command spell, but, like, that seems like a big command spell. Like, he'd have to be super powerful, which does not fall in line with what we understand about him, which means there's more to meets the eye, which, you know, clearly there is, but...
これでいいんだろうこの結界は特殊らしくてね一度貼った場所にはそう簡単に貼り直せないらしい
Interesting, even you seem to not fully understand it. This is okay, right? I guess this boundary field is special. So, it seems it's hard to reconstruct a boundary field somewhere she's already constructed one. Okay, I want to look at that line again. I guess this boundary field is special. Yeah, it's like he's acting like he doesn't even understand the boundary field his servant made. It seems it's hard to reconstruct a boundary field somewhere she's already constructed one. What are you trying to say here? Are you saying she won't be able to make another one here because she already tried to make one? Or, well, I don't fully understand what you're saying here, Shinji, but... Chaotic good. Fuck all these people for my good wish. I mean, that's a little dark. For chaotic good, I don't think I'd call that good in any sense of the word. Maybe chaotic neutral. Like, you know, going about the Grail War, you know, if you're trying to be a good person, you can be a good person and say, yep, the good thing to do is just try to kill the other servants and maybe masters. But if you involve so many innocent people in like this, that is not a good thing. I don't care what your definition of good is. That is not a good thing.
もうここに結界を張ることはないんだからその手を離せよ
I won't make another boundary field here, so let's go. You really think I'm gonna let you go like that? Shiro's totally gonna let him go like that, because he's, you know, it's fair. He took down the boundary field, so he gets to live. That's the fair thing to do. But, like, oh my gosh. I should kill his fucking asshole. Ugh. I'm thinking back to some of Kiritsugu's outings in Fate Zero and, you know, Saber's fights in there, and... It's interesting. Thinking about... I don't know, I'm just thinking about Kiritsugu. The Kiritsugu move would be to get Shinji to lower the field, and then immediately shank Shinji. And then Saber would be like, that's super dishonorable! But, I think, in this war. She'd probably think it's a bit dishonorable, but she wouldn't say anything because, you know, she just kind of wants to win. But I don't think Shiro's gonna do that because he's more of a goodie. It's almost like Saber kind of went to the dark side because of Kiritsugu in the last war, but Shiro's, like, moving her back to the good side, rediscovering the goodness, but in a different way. Anyways.
そうはいくか。勝った以上はこっちの言い分に従ってもらう。シンジ、レイジを捨てろ。そうすれば二度と争うこともない。
Okay, that's a nice middle ground. Who would do that? Since I won, I'll have you obey me. Shinji, get rid of your command spells, then we'll never have to fight again. That's a way to beat him without him having to die. Okay, that's a very Shiro move based on what he's done so far. That is one way to, you know, when you've beat someone, don't kill them, threaten them, and say, get rid of your command spells or I'll kill you. That's very fair. Now, Ryder's probably not gonna like that, but we'll see.
ふざけるな。そんな真似ができるもんか。レイジがなくなったらライダーを従えられない。そうなったら僕は。
Don't be ridiculous! How can I do something like that? I won't be able to control Ryder if I lose my command spells. If that happens, I'll not be part of the war anymore. You lost. Unless you think you can beat me from this position, give up your fucking command spells and accept your loss. Kiritsugu would just shoot Shinji in the head. I mean, in the head, the stomach, whatever. As the instant Shinji lowered the boundary field, Kiritsugu would have killed him. He did a very similar tactic in Fate Zero, so...
マスターでなくなるんだろう。なら、シンとの教会に行けばいい。戦いから降りたマスターを保護してくれるそうだからな。
You won't be a master anymore, right? So you can just go to the church in Shinto. It seems it shelters masters who have dropped out of the battles.
それとも何か？身を守るために結界を張ったっていうのは嘘か？
Or what? Were you lying when you said you constructed the boundary field to protect yourself? That it was just, you know, as a defensive measure. Maybe it really was an offensive measure, and you want to do more offense. You said you were forced into this Grail war against your will or whatever. You didn't fully explain it, but like, maybe being forced out is a bad thing for you. Maybe you need to stay a part of the war for some reason. For some good reason beyond just you have a great wish. But I mean, it's seeming more and more like you just have a selfish wish. But if you want to live, and you know, you living is preferred over whatever consequences come from you not winning the war, assuming there's some outside force putting you in this war, then live. I don't know.
別にそんなこと言ってないだろう。僕はただマスターになってサーバントを従えていれば。
I didn't say that. I just thought that if I became a master and worked with a servant... You thought that if you became a master and worked with a servant, as if you willingly did this. You said before the circumstances that led you into this weren't really in your control, if I remember correctly. Which, is that a lie? Because it seems to me like you were all excited about being a master and a servant based on this line now. He thought he'd be able to be a magus. He wanted to be a real boy magus. He wanted to prove himself to himself. He wanted to prove that the Mato name, or at least the Shinji name, mattered. But what would be the point, even if he became one?
ここまでだ、シンジ。レイジを捨てないのなら、俺が剥ぎ取る。
That's one way. If you won't get rid of your command spells, I'll frickin' cut your dang hand off. I'll rip it off you.
剥ぎ取る
Rip it off? Yeah, I'll cut your hand off. Shinji questions like it's a real mystery. Maybe he hasn't really, I guess, maybe Shinji hasn't even considered the possibility of him actually dying and doesn't even really like to think about it. So when Shiro says rip it off, Shinji doesn't really think about, oh, as in cutting my hand off. Didn't think about that. He's not faking it. Seems he really doesn't understand what I'm saying. I mean, to be fair, Shiro, you've been pretty stupid in the past, too. So he's just, he's being stupid in a different way.
Yeah, だから。
Well, it's...
シロ離れて
Shiro, get away! Oh shit, Ryder, what? Saber's voice. Why would she not be able to protect me? What? What's going on? What's Ryder doing? This is a Ryder thing? Or is it not a Ryder thing? Wouldn't Saber have Ryder under control? Did Saber get caught off guard and Ryder was able to do something, or something other than Ryder? Both Shinji and Shiro seem to have misread each other heavily. I mean, yeah. They're best friends, though. F is for friends who kill each other. U is for you. Wait, I went to SpongeBob. Anyways. Maybe it's the result of training at the dojo. My body reacts to Saber's voice before my brain. Okay. Does this give me a chance to... Well, what's happening? I let go of Shinji and jumped back. Is this Ryder? And at that same time, Ryder's dagger swung through the space I used to occupy. Okay. I guess, yeah, she is supposed to be fast. So even if Saber can beat Ryder in a fight, I suppose Ryder could potentially run away fast enough that Saber wouldn't be able to catch her.
Ryder!
Oh boy, what's happening?
下がりなさい、マスター。この場から離脱します。
Please stay back, Master. We shall retreat from here. Uh-huh. Okay. And this is how you get to live to fight another day? I mean, no. Saber. Kick their ass. Let's take them down. We're not just gonna let them get away. We can't just let them get away.
シロ、下がって。ライダーは結界維持に使っていた魔力を全て解放するつもりです。
Please stay back, Shiro. Ryder intends to release all the magical energy she was using to maintain the boundary field. Oh, she's gonna put it back up? Or she's gonna release the energy that she gained through the boundary field and sucking some, like she sucked up some of their life, but not all of it, and she's gonna use that in some big attack? Is this her noble phantasm? Is making fancy boundary fields her noble phantasm? This is exactly why Kiritsugu's approach is better. Shinji would have already been dead and gone by now, and we're done with this. Release your magical energy. Looking at Ryder, she certainly seems strange. And, still hot. What? Like the way she appeared, here instantly when she was confronting Saber. And the chill she's releasing. Her pressure is much... Her pressurance is much stronger now. Ryder was nerfed while the field was up, it seems. Oh, I didn't get that sense at all. Certainly seems strange, like the way she appeared here instantly. She was confronting Saber, and the chill she's releasing. Her presence is much stronger now. I mean, the idea that Ryder was nerfed when the field is up, if that's true, I don't think that's been fully explained yet. That's a possibility, I suppose. That while she had to exert her energy on the field, that she wasn't able to fully put herself in the moment. But I think you're jumping ahead a little bit, Wise. Okay.
ライダー、何考えてんだお前。エミヤのサーバントにさえ勝てないくせに勝手なことしてんじゃない。
I'm surprised Shinji's getting so worked up over this. It's almost like Ryder could have saved Shinji and potentially saved him in the fight, and Shinji's not okay with that. Which suggests to me Shinji is putting his survival above everything else at the moment, which means he doesn't even care if Ryder gets taken out, but like, you know, Ryder will care. So, Ryder, what are you thinking? Don't do selfish things and you can't even beat Emiya's servant? Maybe she can now because the field is down if she's getting a buff from not having the field up. But maybe Shinji doesn't even know that because he doesn't understand enough about how things work. She was using energy to maintain the field, her own. I mean, sure, but I feel like I could have potentially figured that out myself. And you're sort of jumping the gun a little bit, Wise, but...
Hi. 確かに私ではセイバーに及びません。
Yes, I certainly cannot match Saber.
ですがご安心を。我が宝具は他のサーバントを両
It is your phantasm.
たとえ相手が何者であろうと。
But please be rest assured, my noble phantasm exceeds those of other servants. It does say your noble phantasm is super S+. No matter who the opponent is, they will not be able to stop my charge. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. So is your noble phantasm creating the blood crest in the first place, or is that a separate thing? Oh. You're using the quote itself? Oh, I thought you were, you know... I thought you were affirming something based on the fact that the game had affirmed it. but I did not see any affirmation. So I'm not really reading that the same way. The idea that, you know, she's stronger now because the noble phantasm. I don't know. I didn't read into that the same way. I got the different impression. But anyways, I certainly cannot match Saber, but please be rest assured, my noble phantasm exceeds those of other servants. No matter who the opponent is, they will not be able to stop my charge. Ryder raises her dagger. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Interesting. And she's doing her noble phantasm? I mean, the fact that we've even given her this chance in the first place. Freaking alignments are bullshit. She's not a good person. I don't know. I guess for now I'm gonna stop bothering with those alignments. Because, like, you know, those statuses are supposed to tell us useful stats. And to some extent they do. Like, the fact that Ryder's seat outpaces Saber means she was potentially able to get away with Saber, especially if her guard was down, and go for an attack against Shiro. But, in general, the frickin', you know, alignments seem pretty dumb. At least the alignment part seems dumb. Maybe the rest of the status has some stuff, but... Like, Ryder seems evil if she's willing to put this whole school of students into potential death just for her own gain, whereas Assassin, I think, is pretty good for being honorable in his fight with Saber, even though he's apparently evil. So, alignments are a bunch of bullshit. Ryder raises her dagger. Okay. What? I think everybody's wanting to this. Everyone here lets out a voice of surprise. For some reason, Ryder takes her dagger to her neck and takes her dagger to her neck. Wait, what? Oh, shit. Wait, is killing herself her noble phantasm? Huh? Oh, is this what her blood crest thing is about? Like, it stores energy for her noble phantasm to be unleashed? I mean, I think that's sort of what I was thinking. Oh, God! Huh? Slashes it in one breath. Oh my gosh, what? That's a little too... I thought we got away from the visual novel with stabbing themselves, but I mean, okay. And this isn't killing you? This is how your noble phantasm works? I mean, giggity, but not really. Fresh blood splatters around. Blood gushes out from the neck of the black-garbed rider. Black-garbed? Oh, I mean, kind of. It's like black and purple. Scantily clad. What are you? Even her master Shinji is surprised at her actions. Shinji very much seems to not fully understand things, which is surprising. You'd think he would have had to talk with Ryder about what the hecky heck. I mean, this again implies that he was forced into the Grail War and didn't fully understand the circumstance. And so Ryder, maybe someone else knows about Ryder and he never actually learned about the specifics of Ryder or something. Another purple hair girl stabbing herself. Even her master Shinji is surprised at her actions. Even if servants are beyond human, that wound is fatal. I mean, yeah. Ryder will lose large amounts of blood and will just disappear, you'd think, and yet she did it on purpose, therefore. Unless that's the chaotic good way of taking Shinji out of the fight. But I mean, Shinji was about to be taken out of the fight anyways, so... Ellipses, question mark, exclamation point? Not in that order? Oh shoot. She's activating her blood magic. What's it called? Dead Man Wonderland. Blood magic. The splattered blood stops in the air and slowly forms a circle. Oh gosh. This is some advanced Dead Man Wonderland tactics. It's a magic circle drawn in blood. I mean, this is pretty hardcore if you've got to actually, you know, cut your throat. If no other amount of... I mean, maybe if you need the most blood, cutting your throat might be the fastest way to get to it. But in that case, how do we kill you? If that doesn't kill you, do you just have stupid amounts of blood in yourself because of your blood crest fields? Like, maybe you can be killed by getting rid of all your blood, but you just have way more than usual? A pattern I've never seen before. A creature-like figure that looks creepy. So she's got like an A++ noble phantasm. We should maybe run away. I think we missed our chance to take Shinji out. A big lump of magical energy created by Ryder. The boundary field Ryder was supporting until now seems small compared to this. Well, I mean, the boundary field was big. and had to encompass a wide area, whereas this is much more contained. So it's able to be stronger in a small package, I guess. Oh boy. Oh geez, oh gosh. My body's being pushed back! How does this make Saber feel? The huge amount of magical energy must be leaking. My body is pushed back as if blown by strong wind.
シロ、離れて。ライダーは宝具を使う気です。そこにいては巻き込まれる。
Shiro, please get away. Ryder's about to use her noble phantasm. You'll be in the way if you stand there. Saying so, Saber pulls my body away by force. Protecting me, Saber confronts Ryder's magic circle. Haven't you looked at the stats, Saber? Her noble phantasm too strong. She even said herself that her noble phantasm is super strong.
逃げるつもりか、ライダー。
Are you planning to run? Wait, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Which one? Shinji? Shiro? Ryder?
自身のマスターをも巻き込むというのなら、ここで引導を渡すだけだ。そのような宝具を使わせはしない。
If you will involve your master in this as well, I'll just defeat you here. I'll not let you use that noble phantasm. It seems like you know what this is. But I mean, are you planning to run? What? Is Ryder's noble phantasm running away? Because it doesn't seem like it. That would be a pretty lame noble phantasm for an A+. I guess you could be an A+ at running away, but given that she's already pretty good at running away, an A+ at running away would seem redundant for the noble phantasm, but...
まさかマスターを守るのがサーバントの役割でしょ
Of course
私は
not.
マスターを連れて逃げるだけよ
It's the role of a servant to protect its master. I'm just going to run, taking my master with me. Dum dum. If you will involve your master in this as well, what? As if she would kill her master as well? That's definitely not a good thing to do. Frickin' alignments.
それが気に食わないのなら追ってきなさいセイバー
If you do not like that, come after us, Saber. So what? You're gonna run away, but keep this thing prepped so that if we come after you, you unleash it? That's not a terrible idea.
もっともこれを見た後でもあなたに戦う気迫が残っている
Or never mind, she's doing something right now. That is, if you still have the will to fight after seeing this. Oh boy. I hear a throbbing. Uh-oh. With a sound like flesh wrenching open, Ryder's hair whirls up and... Oh no! Sharingan! Ellipses! Exclamation point!
シロ、かがんで。
Shiro, please get down. Okay, I mean, do I duck under a desk or something? Or is there a classroom to run into? Dragged by Saber, I fall to the ground. Dragged by Saber? How do you get dragged and... What? A loud sound and a flash. I close my eyes at the raging wind. But even with my eyes closed, I'm forced to feel it. Something white passes by. I feel like something is blazing through the hallway with great speed like a giant arrow of light. Oh shoot, she's got like a Zelda arrow as her final smash. Oh boy. That seems pretty strong, but we got out of the way. So like we're fine for an A+ Noble Phantasm. You know, I think we're pretty fine. Maybe it definitely would have killed us if we were in the way, but we got out of the way. So, I mean, I think, you know, it would have been better if you'd actually targeted us instead of, I don't know. I mean, feels like that was kind of a failure. Like, you just missed. It was as simple as that. You just missed. Maybe you missed on purpose because you're good and didn't want to kill us brutally with your instant kill final smash. I mean, did you even try to target us? If you did, then this is a pretty lame final smash that we were so easily able to dodge if you did try to target us. But, you know, Lancer's final smash, for example, which is only, Lancer's final smash is only an A, right? No, Lancer's Noble Phantasm is only a B, apparently. And yet that was a thing that Saber wasn't really able to avoid. It ended up doing a severe wound in her heart, even if this is super strong, it would have definitely killed someone if we got hit. We didn't get hit, so, feels like kind of a failure of a final smash for being A+. The scene in front of me is the remains of cruel destruction. Shinji and Ryder have disappeared. Okay. So they got away. Lame. I thought we were going to have first blood. The light just now wasn't aimed at us, but was probably just to escape from here. Oh, is it like, does it kill everything in its path, but also she gets to travel along the light? That's kind of neat. I don't know if I'd call it A+. Maybe A. But anyways. Dash. My wounds hurt. The firing hammer that was pulled inside me is released. The heart flowing through me quickly fades away.
シロ
Yes, that is my name. I can't hear Saber's questions anymore. In that manner, my consciousness falls into white darkness. It seems like Ryder rides the light. That's a funny joke, but if that's actually what she rides as a rider, that's pretty lame. I'm having that dream. Oh gosh, again with the silly dream. Maybe this is the image of death for me. The closer I get to death, the more the scene that I don't want to see revives in my head. Okay. Motionless people crumbling away and disappearing. A time when everyone wished for help, yet none received any. That was painful. It was so painful that even living was painful, and even thought I'd be at ease if I just disappeared. If the light is the speed of light, I think that warrants an A+. But, like, she's already super fast. She's got a B speed. So, like, her final smash being super strong and getting away super fast is cool. It just doesn't seem A+ level, I'm gonna be honest. A+ is a big deal. A is already a big deal. I feel like that's an A level final smash. I don't think I would call that A+. And I even thought I'd be at ease if I just disappeared. With faint consciousness, I reached out for no reason. I didn't reach out seeking help. I just thought the sky was a long way away. She escaped with Shinji, so clearly she was riding Shinji away. That's the meme. That's the joke, I guess. She's riding Shinji. Shinji is her mount, I suppose. Giggity. Great. I just thought the sky was a long way away. With faint consciousness, I reached out for no reason. I didn't reach out seeking help. I just thought that the sky was a long way away. You wanted the sky. The fire, everyone was dying around you. You wanted the sky back without the fire, the regular sky. You weren't trying to get helped. You just liked the sky, but getting helped doesn't really get that sky back anymore. Maybe? In my last moments, that's what I thought. Your last moments in the fire, or your last moments alive in the future? And then my mind faded away, and the raised hand fell to the ground. No. It should have fallen to the ground. But it stayed and got back up. Uh-huh. And that's where the Kiritsugo showed up. Yay! A big hand grasped the falling hand. That person came into the fire to save anybody and found me. I remember that face. Yeah, me too. A figure of a man with tears welling in his eyes, delighted from the bottom of his heart that he has found someone alive. It was because he looked so happy. I even thought that he was the one that was saved, not me. I mean, yeah, in a way, that's very true. But also because of how happy he is, maybe that's why you were so okay with being saved, despite everyone else dying, to some extent, even though that probably made you feel a little gross. But his happiness maybe rubbed off on you, and you decided that you should be happy about it too. So, looking enviable even in my dying eyes, the man saved an unfamiliar child as if thanking something. That was the turning point. Indeed. If I didn't know any better, if I didn't know all of this, I probably, with all these flashbacks and the fire and how Kiritsugu, you know, saved us and got all, my life has some worth if I made one person happy. Kid Shiro. Well, there you go. Yeah, even if I didn't know things, like assuming that I didn't know the things that I know, about Fate Zero, and with all these flashes back to the fire, and about how Kiritsugu was so happy to just save one person, I don't know, I feel like I would start getting inklings that maybe he was part of the last Grail War. I don't know if I would have put the dots together that he was, I'm not sure if I would have put the dots together that he was Saber's master or not. I don't know if I've been paying attention enough to the foreshadowy beats. Saber's been very, you know, I have noticed, I've been trying to sort of pay attention to Saber, and she's really not reacted much to the fact that, you know, Kiritsugu and all that. I mean, like, she said that, yes, she's been in this time before, but that'll be an interesting conversation when Saber finally does reveal that she was the Kiritsugu's master, or no, servant, other way around, but... My weakness accepted death, turning me into the strength of a desire to live. Accepting death turned into a strength of desire to live. My weakness accepting death. Oh, that's kind of funny and poetic. I suck at dying, so I guess I'll live. The mind that could not think of anything was filled with joy of being saved. If I didn't know about Zero, I'd assume he was just a dude who wasn't in the war, but being a superhero tried to reduce the impact of the Holy Grail War. No, I think I would have probably thought that he was part of it to some extent, because I already would have had the theory that he would have, based on what was going on with Ilya, I would have had the theory that he was also Ilya's father to some extent. And there was a father thing going on, and so I likely would have thought that he was part of the last Grail War. Probably. I think I would have thought that, based on the signs so far. I don't know if I would have connected the dots that he was Saber's master necessarily, but that would have made a lot of, what is it, narrative, sense. So maybe? I'm not sure. I moved my fingers with all my might. With all might! So as not to let go of the man's hand and lost consciousness. It's weird to think about how you would have thought of if you didn't know. You can never really know. You can only think about what you maybe have thought of, but... After that, I was in a hospital when I came to, and I received a visit from the man who saved me. This part we saw, that was 10 years ago. Since then, Emiyashiro just chased after Kiritsugu. I could only think of becoming like him. Not because I was saved. I could not forget his face at that time, and I tried to acquire that illusion. Emiyashiro just chased after Kiritsugu. I could only think of becoming like him. Not because I was saved. I could not forget his face. Oh, not because you were saved, because of the way he saved you. And it looked cool, and you wanted to be like that, saving people like that. Okay. I ran, aiming to be like that. Be like the illusion that you thought that he was, but he wasn't. Somewhere in my mind, I didn't want to realize. You never want to realize that heroes are just, you know, people with their own fucked up problems, and they're not perfect. But sometimes people need a hero. You know, sometimes the best thing a hero can do is pretend to be the hero that they really aren't, but... That's right, that one day... Yeah, he tried to acquire the same joy that Kiritsugu had saving him, and that's a nice thought. Hoping about how much I'd be saved if I could smile the way Kiritsugu did back then. Ooh, but that's kind of a dark thought. The idea that Shiro, doesn't enjoy anything, and that the reason he's trying to be like Kiritsugu isn't because he wants to save people necessarily. You know, he wants to be a hero because he wants a villain. He wants people to save because he wants that feeling of satisfaction. He wants that good feeling. He wants to feel good. There's a pit in his stomach that he thinks can only be healed by being this hero, not because he's a good person, but because he thinks being a good person will make him feel good. But that's the trick, usually, is that Kiritsugu genuinely did want to save people, And so that's probably what led to him feeling so good when he saved him. So if Shiro doesn't actually want to save people and just wants to be like Kiritsugu and feel that feeling and aspire to feel that feeling, then he may be in for heartbreak when he saves someone and doesn't get that feeling, potentially. This isn't to say Shiro's a bad person, but maybe there is some sick part of him that, like, wants to save people and also wants to fight bad guys just to get that sense of heroess, because he thinks that will give him the good feeling because it gave Kiritsugu the good feeling. That's kind of gross. I like it. I mean, frickin' Kirei even implied this already. That's what Shiro's real wish is. Like, he'd wish for a villain because he wants to be the hero role. He doesn't really want to be a hero. He wants to just be recognized. He wants that hero. He wants the thing that you get from the feeling you get from being a hero. Even if he doesn't actually want to do the things. You know, you become a hero because you save people and stuff. That's why you're called the hero. But he doesn't necessarily want that. He just wants the feeling of, you know, that good hero feeling. It's kind of fucked up in that sense. Click, clock, click, clock. When I open my eyes, I'm in a familiar living room. So, is Rin around? Is she dead? What's going on? The sound of the clock is awfully loud. I seem to be sleeping on the floor, and when I raise my arms, both of them are wrapped up in bandages. As per usual. Them's the norm, I guess. Oh, gosh. Oh, this is what happens with Twitch and its new stream health bullshit. Apparently, I dropped 11,000 frames when I wasn't looking. Well, we seem to be okay now. It's dark outside. I push myself up. The clock says it's already past 10 p.m. You're alive! It's not, it's dark outside, you ingrate. Isn't there something you should say when you wake up? Yeah, how about where the fuck were you, Rin? Where were you? Didn't you know about the school blood crest? What were you doing? Oh, you didn't go because you were staying away for a week. Because, what happened? What's with you, Rin? Also, hi, how you doing? I just kicked Shinji's ass. I didn't beat him, though, so I guess I can't go with that much. I'll let him get away, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were here. You know what? I think this is a decent beat. I was gonna go a bit longer, but I might kind of stop here. I don't know. This feels like a good beat. I feel satisfied. I feel like if I go any longer, I'm just switching the mood that I'm already in, the good mood that I'm already in. I'll make a save point at least. Alright. Alright. Fighting Shinji was fun. Shame he's still alive, though. Save. Yeah, this was good, but I think I want to stop here. Not because, I could go for a bit longer, but this just feels really nice. And like if I go longer, I may stop in a moment that doesn't feel as narratively nice. And so that's why I kind of want to stop here. So I think I will do that, actually. This was very fun. I enjoyed the fight with Shinji. I enjoyed, the little afterthought. I enjoyed... It feels like, we're becoming real Grail War people now. We're actually fighting to the death with other kids. It's finally coming to that point. Like, the game started with the fights with the Lancer, and there was that going on. Then we met Berserker, but then there was no fighting for a while. And I enjoyed the non-fighting, but it's good to get the fighting back. Ooh. And so, yeah. I think we'll resume this next time. We'll figure out what was going on with Rin. We'll do all that, yada yada. Until then, I just don't have an outro phase. See you guys next time with some more Let's Play Fate Stay Night Blind, where I guess we talk with Rin and stuff. Yeah, I like this. Happy thoughts. See you guys next time.